These are the stories we're tracking at this hour, and joining me to make sense of this is Charles Fakroha, IBrandTV Senior Business Analyst. He's right here with me in the studio. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Perpetua, for having me.
All right, where do we start from? Maybe we'll start from the last story, talking about, the discos and the consumers saying that they are being taken for granted because this was approved by NERC and no communication whatsoever was made. I mean, people just figured it out.
Yes, thank you very much for that question. You see, again, that's what we are saying. When government, you want to improve the lives of the citizen, you have to be transparent. This same administration, a finance minister will say something, a CBN governor or CBN governor will say something, the finance minister will say, I'm not aware. Now, this same issue about this power, we were even told that the minister for power said he's not even aware of this same tariff increase. And this is solely your ministry. Now, for the electricity regulation, that is the NERC,
yes.
I am really disappointed because you are supposed to regulate the activities of this operator, that's the discos. Now, no formal communication. There is a laid down procedure as to how these tariffs can be increased. All the stakeholders should be aware, and it should be at a certain regular interval. That was not done. Consumer just figured it out and said yes. I also saw it personally. I experienced it personally because credit I bought that would last.
The units are different now.
The units are different, and I started wondering until this information came out. Again, it shows why the average Nigerian will continue to distrust this particular government. For me, this is a level of irresponsibility. Even if you are going to increase, why not allow the people to be aware? And for the NERC approving that without the minister being aware, for me, I see it's like nobody's in charge of this government. Everybody just do whatever they want to do. And it is not good because we are talking of power in terms of our industrialization, power in terms of our economic growth. And this is how the people who are supposed to be managing that sector, this is how they are behaving. I don't think this current government is serious about making power available to the average Nigerian, because first of all, you need to follow rules and regulation. How are you talking to the international community, the international businessmen? Is this how they come to the country, and without you following your rules and regulation, you just wake up one day and you have increased?
We've seen that happen, several times in Nigeria.
To me, is the highest level of irresponsibility.
But how do we ensure that these things do not continue to happen?
Yes, we have a commander-in-chief, we have a president. He should call the minister to order and let the minister sort out this issue and even make a public apology to Nigeria. You can see what experts are saying. Reverse this thing immediately because due process was not followed. And we've been saying this. For us to progress, we need to learn how to follow rules and regulations. The rule
of law, really, that's it.
You won't go wrong if you follow the rules and regulations. And if there is a need to change certain things, let all the stakeholders be carried along so that all of us are on the same page and will now begin to understand the need for certain changes. When you just wake up one day and tariff has been increased and we are being told the NERC has approved.
It's all right. Let's talk about the maritime sector now. Nigeria losing 57.6 trillion to absence of 24-hour port operations. And we are aware that the vice president had signed an executive order, saying that, okay, we should have the 24 hours. So what's stopping it? What exactly is the problem?
It follows from the first story, where people just do things and you don't hold anybody accountable. The vice president, as far back as 2017, has signed an executive order. What does that mean? Take action. Ensure that the ports operate 24 hours. But like we have said, it has become what? A mirage. So you can see, again, ease of doing business. Your port is a critical asset in terms of your trade and development.
And we're looking at the implication of, them having to go to other neighboring ports.
Even before now, they've moved to other ports because they are saying our own ports are not economically viable for these importers. You of no fault of the importer, your goods will remain in the port. They begin to charge you demurrage and other. And even when you leave the port, the roads are so bad for you to move your container, according to those importers, from maybe is it the Lagos Port Complex, maybe to their factory somewhere or their warehouse somewhere in Apapa Oshodi. you know, the lot of bottlenecks that will be involved and so much of what they will pay, you know. And in fact, it's even so irritating. Especially, I need to mention this, Lagos Badagry Express. After mile 2, you will
wrapping up very
you
quickly.
see a lot of people there collecting all sorts of charges, and you don't know what the government cannot tell what's the problem. So how can importers continue to use the nation's port facility?
We'll leave it there. Thank you so much, Charles Fakroha, for sharing your thoughts with us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've been speaking with Charles Fakroha, IBrandTV, Senior Business Analyst. Well, when we come back from the break, we turn our attention to the NGX All-Share Index and market capitalization, which depreciated by 0.06% to close the week at 51,222.34 and 27.899 trillion naira respectively. We're back shortly to talk about this.